What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at PEPENODE, a continued sponsor here on the channel. We made a video on them just a couple of days ago, about a week ago. You could see right here, which we covered the fact that is PEPENODE the best meme coin to buy in 2025 as their pre-sale nears 2 million. And what's crazy is now they are practically going to cross it probably by the time this video airs, if not within the next day or two. They're at 1.962, just less than 40K away from hitting that $2 million mark, which is absolutely, it's really hard to believe that there's this many people just dumping money into crypto. But I guess essentially with the markets this high and with Bitcoin and these other cryptos at over 115,000, Bitcoin's at $114,000. There's lots of money floating around here. Like the current coin market cap, let's pull that up on crypto, is well over, what is this? $3.87 trillion. So there's lots of money floating around and lots of people dump and move money into meme coin projects here. Now, with that being said, PEPENODE is a meme coin, but they are actually, investing or integrating real utility within their own ecosystem into their project, which is what's unique about them and different from other cryptos, which we'll cover later on in today's episode. But with that all being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So before we talk about PEPENODE, before I show you the works around PEPENODE, I just want to before we talk about PEPENODE, just remember really quickly. Before we get into things, remember that meme coins and before we get into things, remember meme coins and meme coin pre-sales specifically are extremely high risk, high reward investments here. You can lose a lot of money, you can make a lot of money, but there's a lot of risk, that surrounds this here. So with that being said, never invest more than you can afford to lose and always do your own research. Lots of these cryptos, as you guys know, meme coins and meme coins themselves are high risk investments, if you even want to call it that. And then meme coin pre-sales is like that on steroids. It's extremely high risk, but with that sense, you could turn like $100 into $10,000 very quickly or more, which is insane. I've seen it happen on the channel, and we're typically a fairly conservative channel that talks about holding on for the long term, but every now and then I like to cover things that are going on in the market here. Not many pre-sales on meme coins are bringing in nearly $2 million, which is insane. So it's something that we just have to cover because there's a large audience that actually likes cryptos. But it also teaches you, hey, maybe this isn't for you. And at the same time, hey, maybe it is for you. So that's why we are going over it here. In regards to their staking and a lot of other things, I'll show you how to buy it. It's very simple here. You can see, look at this, 654% staking rewards. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, but this is not sustainable. It's kind of a short-term thing, and then it might, correct back downwards here. But moving on, I just want to show you guys, I showed you, we covered them about 6 days ago before I forget, but I wanted to read this to you. This is on Fastball. New meme coin PEPENODE presale lets you build virtual rigs and earn Pepe. So most crypto presales feel like sitting in a quiet waiting room. You buy your tokens, close the tab, and then wait weeks or months, then nothing happens. But PEPENODE is different because the moment you join, you step into a virtual mining world where you can start building, earning, and competing right away. Instead of staring at a countdown timer, which you can see inevitably is happening right now, but there's more to that. You can set up virtual miner nodes, upgrade facilities, and climb a leaderboard that rewards the most active players with more cryptocurrency, not just PEPENODE, which is cool. There's even the fun of earning meme coins along the way. Early adopters are not just buying tokens here. They're creating value before the official launch event. So from tokens to virtual mining rigs right from the presale. Once you join the presale, the mining game begins. You get access to digital dashboards where you can purchase miner nodes, upgrade facilities to boost your hash power. Every new node you add and every upgrade you make increases your mining strength, and those mining strengths gives you different cryptos. Mining in PEPENODE is not just about collecting projects tokens. The game actually rewards miners with meme coins like Pepe and Fartcoin. The mining performance during the presale directly affects how much you earn. So think about that. I mean, if we just jump to the current coin market cap here, how much is Pepe trading at? I know it's not a lot here. It's very insignificant, but it is crypto regardless here, even with us correcting I mean, this was still a huge rally. Depending on how much they give you, could still be fairly rewarding. I mean, it's not a lot of volume here, but 90,000. But this is a good example. Look at what Pepe Coin did. It had volume as high as nearly $1.5 million. And even though we fell back down, we do have spurts. We had a spurt right here, and it could very easily happen again, depending on how we trade. So they are giving other meme coins out. I know it is not like a huge amount, but it depends on how much they actually give you, depending on how much you invest. So, there's lots of things here on your mining power, so on and so forth here. But on PEPENODE, you can see once you connect your wallet address, it's very simple. Click Buy Pepe. Up here in the corner, connect your account. Let's say MetaMask, connect. You then have the option of adding in how much you want to buy. 100 ETH is insane, but you could do it if you want to. And once you do that, you're also staking, which is interesting here. And this is pretty much the exchange, their website here, which is, very well put together. Buy meme nodes, upgrade facilities, earn meme coins. Simple. We have the about, how to mine. You buy nodes. We talked about that. We talked about how you would mine here. Very simple. You start it when you buy the presale, buy into it here. And then they have a roadmap, tokenomics, and some other things here. So the PEPENODE presale is your early access pass to the future of virtual meme coin mining. Secure PEPENODE tokens before public launch at progressive pricing progressive pricing phases. Early supporters can also stake their tokens, supercharge their rewards. Then we see the token generation event, and that is when they launch PEPENODE. And hopefully we get to see it listed on some dexes here. The market moment PEPENODE shifts the hype hash mine to earn game is then going to be released afterwards. PEPENODE's mine to earn system lets users strategically build and upgrade custom mining facilities using PEPENODE tokens. We'll check out those tokenomics here. 35% for treasury, 7.5 for node rewards, 35 for protocol development, 15 for infrastructure and growth listings. They then have the white paper, which it funnels you into, which we'll check out in a second here. And that is pretty much it. There's not too much, but there's also not a lot. And we'll see if they actually unveil who it is. They have a audit as well here, CoinSalt. Do we have who is in charge of this, who's leading it, like the company behind it? But they did get they did get audited. They're saying it is 100% with this manual audit. No high fees. Community overview, they don't have. Transaction dates. They do have live holders. This is actually crazy. All right, now we're getting on to something. I don't even care to look at the white paper right now, but I do believe it tells you who it is. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. So this is who it is. Of the European Parliament and the Council, pursuant of the Union, or I thought it, some sort of company out there. Not entirely sure. Here we go. PEPENODE directive of the European Parliament and of Council is not covered. I swore they had this. Oh, here we go. The issuer information. Here's who it is. So Nareki Limited, that's the company registered not too long ago under company number. Here is where they are located at, which is probably a PO box. Nothing really. I mean, the Virgin Islands, where they can get away with this. There's no repercussions for creating these things. Then you have the managing director. So it is. They are semi-transparent with who they are here. And then what's cool is now we can see live holders. Let's check out these wallets because I'm very interested to seeing who owns this stuff. I'm gathering this would be, it's tough. What is it based under? I would think Ethereum here. Let's do Ether scan and check out these wallets here. Here we go. We don't have much here, but they are holding some tokens. PEPENODE we can see right here. Let's pull up PEPENODE. Where did it go? Here we go. This is, wow, holy cow, 73 billion tokens. Oh my gosh. And here's where they sent the wallet to. So this is the wallet address that the money was sent to. So now we're on their trail. And this money must have been transferred internally here. Other transactions, internal. Moves from and to this wallet here. That's where it was moved. Understand copy address. Let's follow this address again. No, we're already on that address. Very interesting here. I don't know why it's not allowing us to see where it's going to. I guess they just purchased it, but they didn't. I wanted to know where they send the assets to. That was sent to that address from here. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. Let's copy another one. They hold 35%, which is wild. Let's grab this. Let's see where this money was sent to. But initially, essentially, I guess they're doing the same thing. Token transfers again. Transaction hash sent here from address to the same wallet. I mean, it's very strange. Well, let's see what it said. The transaction for this token was made by a different address than the sender of the token. Verify that this is the address you intend to interact with. The transaction for this token transfer was made by a different address than the sender. See, that's where things get a bit interesting. So where did it come from? That's why we're having trouble finding it here. Very, very, very interesting. This null address, it's like they're using it to swap over. Lots of transactions through here, but very difficult to figure out here. But essentially, things are definitely a little interesting. It's like we've seen these before. But this is what's on the radar for right now. If you guys are interested, definitely make sure to check them out with the link down in the description below. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.